Hi, this is John Burke. You're watching CBTV.
Hey, what's up? This is Jordan of CBTV. I am here with John Burke from Vibe Studios. Will you please tell us about yourself and your experience?
Well, I started playing guitars and drums as a little guy, probably like 9 or 10, and lost interest in a lot of other things besides music at a young age. And basically, from there, had a friend that introduced me to a drummer, started jamming every day when I was about 15. And eventually, when we were 16, we ended up working with a manager that got us a label offer from Metal Blade. So we took it and went on tour through our summers when we were off school. And when I was 18, I went to school at Musicians Institute in Los Angeles as a different career path. And that's how I got where I am today. So.
What drove you to choose your particular career path? Like you said, you went to Musicians Institute.
Well, before that, going on tour in the summers, I kind of realized pretty quickly that that's not how I really saw myself making money, but doing music every day was how I saw myself making money. So that's why I resorted to the studio life.
What personal tips and shortcuts have made your job easier?
Well, when I started off, I always took advantage of punching and punch in, punch out, set a pre-roll. But then as time went on, I started to realize like it's a lot better to get the artist or band member to perform their parts and do bigger sections. And if I do punch in, I'm making them perform and I'm being sneaky about it and I'm punching them in, and it's just a way smoother, more natural sounding product that you get rather than doing just stale punches all the time. So.
What do you do differently from your coworkers or peers in the same profession as you?
Well, I've worked with some guys that I feel don't pay as close attention to the vocals, and I mean, they are, in my opinion, the most important. And even when it comes to instrumentals and putting the guitars and drums together, I'm always thinking of the vocals. I do scratch vocals first and early in the game so I can just have a layout of where the vocals are. And I feel like a lot of guys do very well on the instrumentals, but just focus on the guitars and drums, and then they're overlooking it, and then they're just throwing the vocals on at the end of the day, and that's the complete opposite of how I do things. Cool, yeah, this is the live room. We record drums in here, pretty much anything, acoustic guitars if we want like a bigger sound. This is our vocal booth. We mounted a TV in here so that way it's easier to communicate, especially with like rappers, they could just point like, punch me in there at that number or something. And yeah, this is a nice dead booth. We have a camera in here, and then I can see the artist in my room, which is right in here. Control room. This is where most of the magic happens, where the clients really feel the vibe. We get to look at the rappers or singers, and yeah, this is it.
What advice would you give to those aspiring to join your profession?
Well, when you first start learning recording engineering, you're just throwing a lot of numbers, and you think, oh, got to compress something like this and do that, but that's actually not the case. I mean, you have to just keep changing up your ways, do what sounds good, use your ears, never stop using your ears. Don't just go to presets and just, you should use Google, research things. If something's not right, try it a different way. So just don't go to your just go-to or what somebody has told you before.
All right. Thank you for your time in the interview.
Thank you.